Hi, welcome back again to the next agenda item on the main stage of Generation Watford. The Kickstart Scheme. I don't know how many of you know about the Kickstart Scheme, whether you're a young person, whether you're a business. The Watford Chamber took a plunge not too long ago and decided to take some people on the Kickstart Scheme, a brilliant scheme introduced by the government, which gives young people opportunities. Now, I'm going to admit, when Chris, my boss, well, he's not the boss because it's me, we all know that. Chris said to me, we're going to take on 8 Kickstarters. And I won't tell you what I said because it was a little bit rude. I said, no, come on, let's just take on 4. You know, it's very challenging taking on young people. How wrong was I? These guys have really made a massive impact in Watford already. So can you join me on the stage, my Kickstart team, our Kickstart family? Each one of them has a different story, and they all joined the Kickstart scheme at a different part of their journey. So we're going to invite everybody up to the stage. I actually think for some reason they might not have presentation rights, but if you guys can turn your cameras on. Okay, so first technical hitch of the night. Just bear with me a moment. All right, okay, we seem to have a little bit of a technical issue. So if you just bear with me. Just one moment.
Hello.
Oh, you are there. Guys, can you just turn your cameras on for me? So we've got Ines, we've got Rebecca, we've got Bronwyn, and we've got Harry. Guys, if you can just switch your cameras on, you will join me on the stage. There we go. Brilliant. Everybody's here. I am going to hand you over to the team. I believe it's Rebecca that's going to go first and just tell you a little bit about her Kickstart journey. Rebecca, over to you.
Hello, I've met quite a few of you already, but if I haven't met you, I'm 18 and I'm a Kickstarter at Watford Chamber of Commerce. So before I joined the Chamber, I just left sixth form last March and was applying for business apprenticeships as I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do, as I was certain I didn't want to go to uni, but that didn't really happen. But yeah, I applied for about 10 to 15 apprenticeships, and we'd get to the interview stage, but we'd be told then that I wouldn't be able to continue to the next stage. So I wasn't getting very far with them. So I was doing that until September. And then I decided I wanted to go to uni after taking a gap year to study event management this September, as events is something I have an interest in and want to find out more about. So then this January, I was told about the Kickstart scheme, as I had to apply for universal credit. So you get so when you apply for universal credit, they'll tell you about the Kickstart scheme. So you have to go through universal credit to find out about the Kickstart scheme. So at first it was something I was not interested in, but after talking to my mum and other people, I then realised what a great opportunity it would be for me. And since joining the Chamber on this scheme, my confidence has grown, as this opportunity has allowed me to step out my comfort zone, and I've also been able to expand on my skills, but as well learn new skills and working on different projects which I can use in the future. I feel like schools, colleges and universities should promote this scheme to young people, as it will allow them to gain the experience which jobs look for and which many young people lack. The same problem that happened with me. I just wish like my school had told me about this and I'd known about it sooner. But yeah, that's me, and I'll pass you on to Bronwyn.
Hello. Hello, sorry, I don't know if you can all hear me. Hello, I'm Bronwyn, I'm 21 years old, and obviously I'm a Kickstarter for the Watford Chamber. I've been here for about 5 weeks now, and it's just such an amazing opportunity. I was really struggling to find work and something that I really wanted to do, but this chamber has given me so many opportunities and like different experiences. So obviously I can take that onto the career that I choose to do, and I'll be getting like loads of transferable skills as well. So I went to uni for 1.5 years and I studied social work. But I dropped out because I kind of realised that the course wasn't really for me and I didn't really want to waste any more time. And I kind of felt rushed after my GCSEs and after I was at sixth form, as I didn't really receive like the same sort of stuff as they do now, so like this event. And I still wasn't really sure what career I wanted to do. And I was really worried because I was getting like kind of older and I was like, oh, I don't have a career that I want to do. But then I started working at a golf club, and I worked there for a year and a half, and then I had to leave. And then I had a friend who worked at an estate agents, so she said to me, "Oh, come along, like they're looking for like a new member of the team." So I work at the estate agents now every Saturday. However, I was working there on weekdays, but because of COVID, they had to let me go. But yeah, and then straight after I found out that they reduced my hours, I went on and started looking for loads of jobs. And I was looking for jobs like such as Tesco, cleaning jobs that I didn't really want to do, but I kind of like just had to kind of just do. And then I found out about Universal Credit and I signed up to Universal Credit. And obviously they offered me like the Kickstart scheme, and I never really heard of it before. And at first I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it or not. But I'm so glad that I did, because we've met some amazing, inspirational people, and it's just such a great opportunity. And if I was younger, I would have like literally loved to do this. So yeah, I just would definitely recommend it to you. And yeah, so that's me. I'll pass on to Harry now.
Everyone, I'm Harry. I'm another one of the Kickstarters at the Chamber of Commerce in Watford. I went to university in Lincoln and I graduated in May. And since then, I've applied for a wide variety of jobs, from store assistants to full-on finance graduate roles. And after applying for over 100 jobs and being declined from some and ignored by most, it made me really disheartened. And after that, I decided to have a look at the Kickstart scheme after being on Universal Credit for a while. And yeah, this really changed everything I was doing. Yeah, it's given me some really valuable experience and allowed me to bridge the gap between university and hopefully full-time employment. Yeah, I'll pass you on to Inez.
Hello everyone. You've probably met me jumping around the table. So I'm Ines. I'm one of the Kickstarters at the Chamber as well. I'm like Harry. I graduated from university last year. I was working at Next, and I didn't want to stay at Next. It wasn't for me. So I ended up getting a job elsewhere, but they only took me on for a week and then they let me go because of COVID again. So I was applying for jobs. I applied for over 100 jobs before Chris and Saffron finally gave me the opportunity to start my career, kickstart my career, if you can see it that way. So yeah, it's an amazing scheme. I highly recommend it to everyone. Don't be phased if you're a business just because we're on Universal Credit that we're lazy. You might see that perception on TV. We're not lazy. There's a wide range of people that are on Universal Credit between the ages of 16 and 24 that just need that little boost and help to kickstart their career. Because if it wasn't for the Kickstart scheme, I would probably still be unemployed looking for a job, especially during these hard times. Not everyone's hiring a university graduate because we don't have the experience to back with our diploma. So Kickstart scheme is a great scheme. I highly recommend you look into it, research about it, look at businesses that do the Kickstart scheme. And if you're a business, I highly recommend you email me and I'll explain to you all about it and get you to help young people like me and my colleagues at the Chamber.
That's great. Thank you very much, guys. This is just, it's another string to your bow. So, you know, for young people, there are lots of opportunities. We've spoken about apprenticeships. We've got lots of companies on tables that have got job opportunities, but the Kickstart scheme, if it does come to a point where, you know, you really are struggling and for some reason or other you do have to go on to Universal Credit, there are options out there to get some paid work experience. So please, after the presentations are finished, if you want to catch up with any of these Kickstart guys, go and visit them on some tables. They'll be floating around to talk to you. And it's just, you know, thank you to you guys. You are an incredible team with an incredible talent that has brought such a good vibe and some real energy and enthusiasm into our chambers. So for young people especially, it's a great idea. But for businesses out, if there's any businesses that are in the room that think, well, hang on a minute, I've got an opportunity for a young person, you know, they can come into my business, I can teach them something, but also as a lift for your business, please just keep in touch. Kickstart, what is it we say, Ines? It's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Right, we're running really over time, so we're going to pause very briefly before we come back with the Next Generation Network. Bronwyn, Harry, Ines, Rebecca, thank you so much. If anybody needs any more information, we're all available. We will be back very, very shortly, and we will introduce you to the Next Generation Network. See you soon.